Hello everybody and welcome to the 30th episode of my career mode. It's the Belgian Grand Prix, the one and only, and practice went well, as you could see, but this was one of the few races where I started to get a real rhythm going, qualifying in 12th and finishing 10th. So with time on my side, I certainly do want to get more points on the board, and there's no better way than getting them through qualifying and advancing as far as you can. And this is the end of Q1 for me anyway. This is my best lap of the day, going into 11th place for a few minutes anyway. But the session will now end, where we will finish 13th overall, just the 10th of a second ahead of teammate Maldonado. Elimination for Toro Rosso, Marussia and Caterham, which is unfortunate, but that's the way it goes sometimes. Nico Rosberg and Vettel very, very close there, but Hamilton not too far away either. So we now advance to Eau Rouge and try to advance to Q2 to Q3, and Perez has the time to beat there, 32.1 in sector 1, using DRS to full effect now, but no cars, nearly touching the grass as I speak, and I'm 3/10 of a second up, so that is very good news for my progress in the session. And now we head down to sector 2, the right-hander. It's very deceiving if you get too close to the gravel trap, and we're now an extra 10th up on Hulkenberg, so Hulkenberg in trouble, he's on that bubble. But now with 2 minutes and 13 to go, we really need to get across this finish line in a rapid time. And here we go, 150, 151. There you go, 5th position. A fantastic effort. And that will easily take us into Q3. But it's a disappointment for Hulkenberg, Grosjean, Gutierrez, Sutil, De Resta, and of course Maldonado not showing what he's capable of in this session. And now I gamble on the soft tyres again in this session, and it's a one-off lap to see how I do. And this is it. We're going to try and get a 151 again. Here it is. It's 151.3 this time, so that'll put me 8th, just ahead of the McLarens. And I go wide just to pretty much end the session. And there you have it, 8th position. I'm very pleased with that. But it's pole position for the defending champion Alonso. Hamilton and Vettel will try and defend their rostrum positions. But now this is it. The red lights will go on, and then they'll have to go by, as it's time for the Belgian Grand Prix itself. There we go, away. And a good start for me. Webber bogged down just a little bit. Raikkonen on the inside. We're braking now for La Source. And there you go. Hamilton, or Rosberg, I beg your pardon, well wide. Hamilton now 3 wide. Raikkonen, excellent start up into the podium positions already. Massa, the World Championship leader, he's got work to do. Hamilton right alongside. And oh goodness, they nearly clash heading into Eau Rouge. And Rosberg is through. And now we got a McLaren behind us. Jenson Button will want to overtake. He was disappointed in Hungary because he couldn't get his podium off me. But now we break. And there's Rosberg. Oh, he's gone wide, I think. And I defend the position. And it's all going on here. Jenson Button goes for a wild lunge, and there's contact. It's all over. The Briton is gone, and I can't really accept responsibility for that one. It's a tragedy for Jenson Button to be gone within first 5 corners, but we have to carry on. There's no safety car period required. Maldonado, as far as I'm aware, off to a dreadful start, but now Hamilton and co are starting to escape with Rosberg in tow. But well, we just have to survive this first lap. We're on the softer tyres, so they'll degrade really quick in this 22 lap race. And now I'm certainly getting caught by Rosberg, but Massa defending well from Hamilton thus far. And now we'll head up to the final complex. Hamilton already 1.6 seconds clear. It just goes to show how performance is such an issue with this car, but I do my very best each and every week. But now Rosberg has the Mercedes power. He wants to overtake me immediately, and no, it's not to be. He will back out of it. But now the cars will head into the bus stop chicane, and they're quite close now, 3 wide. And certainly it was good defensive driving from Kimi Raikkonen there. He's got the cars all over him, and that will complete 1 lap of the famous Spa-Francorchamps circuit. But now we advance up past Eau Rouge, and Rosberg's right behind. He doesn't have DRS, and now there's another 3-way battle. And Massa and Hamilton, oh, they're not able to get through just yet. Great effort again from Kimi Raikkonen, and that'll let me catch right up to these protagonists in this World Championship fight. And behind me now, it's Rosberg. He's going to go on the outside. And, oh, goodness me. Oh, Hulkenberg is caught up as well. These three ahead of continue to fight. And Hamilton goes for the outside, which will give him the inside into the next turn. He's there. Massa down a position. And this will be the beginning of the DRS portion of the race. And we have now advanced to Eau Rouge itself yet again. And Rosberg will get his first crack at DRS. But so will Felipe Massa on. I think that's Kimi Räikkönen at this stage. He's starting to lose positions. And here comes Nico Rosberg. He's got a clear inside line. I don't want to push him wide. And yes, playtime is over. Rosberg is through. But now I have to deal with the very man who tried to battle me for a point last season. That's Nico Hulkenberg. And he's straight down the inside as well. And he's through, but I give him a slight touch. And we're back through. So unlucky for Hulkenberg. And we'll continue as normal. We've got his, I'm not sure who it is behind him. Might be Mark Webber or something. But there you go. Hulkenberg has to slow down. And he's blocking the other car. I believe it is Mark Webber. He had a poor start to the Grand Prix and lost a lot of places. And now we've got Rosberg ahead. He's caught up to Kimi Räikkönen as well. Yes, it is Mark Webber in that Red Bull. You wouldn't be able to miss it from a mile. But now it's time for these tyres to be shed and give me a new set at the end of this lap. But now Hulkenberg has one last lunge. He's got full power and full acceleration, but again it's not to be. I'm defending the inside this time, but Räikkönen is a long way up the road, so disappointment for myself there. I won't be getting any sixth position at this rate, but I have to defend valiantly now from Hulkenberg, and the pit stops could be crucial. I have to get out before I'm blocking the inside lane on the bus stop. And we'll now head into the pits. All the leaders, bar one or two, are staying out. So now head in 99 kilometers an hour speed limit, not miles an hour, as I said last time. So now this is it. Anything less than perfection will simply not do. And here we go. We have to get out ahead of Hulkenberg, or else we'll be in trouble. There you go. That's a good stop. 3.18 seconds. That's exactly what we needed. Hulkenberg remains behind me. And now we'll head out of the pits. We've got Rosberg and Sutil ahead of us now. So if we can get ahead of the Force India before the DRS zone, that'll be excellent. And here we go. Flat out through Eau Rouge. Understeering just a little bit. But we get a supreme exit. And Sutil is a sitting duck. And we'll get a bit of complimentary DRS as well. So Hulkenberg quite a far distance behind, which is great news. So well done to my team. And now a bit of chaos as we head into the bus stop. Cars trying to enter the pits and trying to get on with our race. So this leaves Rosberg in a vulnerable position, and my teammate now pitting. So Rosberg, a very difficult strategy for him. And I'm back in the 7th position without too many issues. And Hulkenberg and Webber are the cars behind me, but Webber seems to have overtaken Hulkenberg, and he's actually managed to find a way past. And there's Nico Rosberg battling Kimi Räikkönen for position, and through goes Rosberg, beating Räikkönen to the corner. And I'm already purple, so that's great news. Purple sector is always nice to see, even if you don't get the fastest lap towards the end. And Kimi Räikkönen actually could be in danger. We're now heading into sector 2, very much so now, but Kimi Räikkönen will get very good drive out of this corner. And it's just a matter of sticking to him as close as I can. But there you go. That's just a little bit of bad news. So here's our running order. Vettel, Alonso, Hamilton, Massa, Rosberg, Räikkönen, myself, Hulkenberg, Webber and Perez, Ricciardo, Di Resta, Maldonado, Grosjean, Sutil, Van der Gaard, Verne, Peak, Bianchi, Chilton, Gutierrez and Button are out of the race. So now, unfortunately, my hard tyres are being caught up. And Mark Webber wants to make it a three-way battle as well, but he has to back out. So extraordinary battles for 7th, 8th and 9th positions, but Hulkenberg is the man in the middle and he wants to change that. He's on the better tyres as far as I know, but unfortunately for him now, Mark Webber's ahead. So the Australian in full fighting mode here, trying to get back at me, but he can't manage to do it at the minute. So I'll block the outside line, then going inside, so a little bit cheeky there. And you can see on the bottom right, my DRS has been disabled due to an issue, but we'll have to survive as long as we can without it, because I won't have DRS when I'm the lead car. And then we brake now for La Sauce, and there it is, it's straight back, so that's okay. Temporary problem has been solved, and 7th looks like the best I can do at this moment, but Mark Webber has other ideas. He goes down the inside and he's through. Very, very, rootless driving there from Mark Webber, and there's not much I can do about that. He's already through. And now I have to defend from Nico Hülkenberg. Deja vu from last season. And, a little bit of a bad gear change there, but we won't mind that. And already Webber's away. Vettel continuing to put in fastest laps. That really must, upset Webber, feeling how inadequate he must be. But there you go. Hülkenberg is just behind, and he'll get DRS just about now. And I'm just half a second clear, but that's a good lap for me, improving on my last lap. It's still not quite my fastest, so that's okay. And we're trying to keep an eye on Webber, but now I pull very tightly to the inside line, and Hülkenberg, he's made it. There you go. He's got the soft tires and he's through. I try and push him out of the way, but it's at last I've hit my braking point, and we're down to 19 cars now, so we'll just have to hang on in there. But now maybe saving grace, as he has to pit for hard tyres heading into the final stint of the race, so maybe I can pull out a bit of a gap with the undercut. Another car pits, and it's Felipe Massa, so that'll give me 7th position, but these tyres are really worn out now, so I'll have to pit immediately at the end of the lap. And there's Massa now. Actually, can we get out in front? No, that Ferrari has its momentum back, and I have to use DRS on him if I'm going to stand any chance. And here we go. He's actually got a bad run out of Eau Rouge, going outside, and it's a done deal. I'm through, and I even get the DRS. So just like I did with Sutil, Massa has absolutely no chance of dealing with me there. But he wants the position back, and he knows I will have to pit. So time to move over, he says, but I defend the inside and just ignore him. Really, you can't get too focused on the people behind you when you have to think about your own strategy. So other cars are now pitting, but now we'll look at the radar as Hülkenberg now heads out of Eau Rouge, or the bus stop chicane. He's way clear of me now, so big disappointment from my perspective. I've lost the position. Grosjean is he has to give up the position, but Hülkenberg is already past the final turns, and he's ahead by at least 3 seconds. So big disaster. I'm down to 9th without really doing anything wrong. It's 4 seconds really, and now we're doing our level best to catch up, and we've taken a huge chunk out of him here. 2.27 seconds is the distance with a few laps to go. Vettel, Alonso, Hamilton, Rosberg, Raikkonen, Webber, Massa, Hülkenberg, myself. The rest of the top 10: Grosjean, Ricciardo, Maldonado, Sutil, Verne, Van der Gaart, Piquet, Chilton, Bianchi, and Sergio Perez bows out of the Grand Prix. What a shame for McLaren, getting absolutely nothing for their work. And now I'm really catching Hülkenberg. It's lap 23 to go, and the second distance is really falling. It could be less than a second before you know it. And here we go. We're going to chase him up the hill past Eau Rouge and into the deep forest, but we now skip Eau Rouge and we don't get DRS, but look how close we are regardless. Hülkenberg's definitely fuel saving, so we'll have to really take advantage of this while we can. He's going to use the middle sector to his benefit, I think, because it's the hardest to overtake. And we'll follow him now down the right-hander. You really have to be careful to lock your brakes there, or not to lock your brakes. And now this is our moment. We're going down the inside of the bus stop chicane, but we miss our braking zone. That's a definite no-no. Why'd I go? That's my chance lost. Even hitting the sort of barricade that prevent the shortcut, a la Hamilton on Raikkonen in 2008. But that's the way it goes sometimes. Last lap, and we've gained a position because of Vettel retiring, actually. We got a yellow flag situation down in Sector 2. Alonso has won. Fernando Alonso wins, but here we go. We got a car off. Who could it be at this final stage? It's Kimi Raikkonen. He's completely battered the front wing, and he's out of the race. So 7th position for me in the end. Hülkenberg taking a very impressive 6th, defending from me, but I just needed one more lap to redeem my error. But that's the way it's bounced, and that will take those points. A good solid intake. But that's pretty much all I have to say about that race. Or do I? Yes, after 30 episodes, Pastor Maldonado has finally scored a World Championship point. I've already managed well over 60 at this stage, but let's never mind that. It's Alonso taking the victory today. Big boost for the World Champion, but a great day for Williams, no doubt about it. Both cars finally scoring points, but big bonus for us because Vettel and Raikkonen retired, especially since I'm on 59 points and Raikkonen stuck on 54. So Grosjean overtaking Perez there, I think, and Hulkenberg as well. So there you go, Maldonado has a point, fantastic. So that'll give us 60 in the Constructors' Championship as we are now clear of Sauber and we're chasing McLaren. So could we even overhaul the mighty McLaren? That'll be huge coup. But that'll definitely conclude the episode, guys. We'll actually see myself rank, go up to, near enough rank 11. Actually, there you go. I'm just a finger's width away from it. But that'll conclude the episode. The Italian Grand Prix at Monza with parabolic chicane, or the parabolic with gravel trap. Yes, that'll be something to enjoy while it's there. But there you go, I gained a position, but Mark Webber actually put in the fastest lap. But that'll conclude. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.